not the anons, not us like crazy full control guys. There was a bunch of like normie truthers out there that were like, this is so absurd. This has to be AI, right? This can't be. Did you see this, Patrick?
Normie truthers?
Yeah, just watch. We'll just start with this.
And honored little Jocelyn Nungary's family, brutally raped and murdered a 12-year-old girl. Did you stand? Did you give honor to that family that lost so much?
Look, Sean, thanks for having me.
I don't need the thanks. Did you stand or not? Did you stand to honor those families?
I did not stand because the president.
You sat on your ass.
I was just sick of the president.
So I want to be clear.
I did not.
You sat on your ass, and you wouldn't stand for families of that lost children. A 12-year-old girl raped and murdered, and you couldn't stand for them because you were playing politics. Is that right? I want this audience to know.
Look, I would not stand for this president. I would not stand for this president. He was lying.
Weren't standing
he was
for
boasting.
them. You were standing for the families that lost little girls that were murdered by the illegal immigrants that you want to remain in the country. Is that true or false?
Look, this president was using a tragedy.
I'm not talking about it.
Riley's death.
What about those families? Have you ever picked up a phone? Because there are thousands of Americans that have been murdered and raped and victims of violent crime. Have you ever spoken to any? Have you ever called them and offered your condolences? Look, name one family. Name one family.
The Smiths.
Look, every immigrant, everyone must follow American laws.
Have you ever picked up a phone and called a victim's family?
Look, I talk to my constituents
all the time. Not a hard question. Not hard.
Yeah, I do.
Like, this can't be real.
Your phone and called them. Have you done that one time?
Look, I talk with my constituents all the time. My constituents are being terrorized by ICE.
Have you ever called an American family that
my constituents are the
illegal immigrant? Yes or no, Congressman? Did you ever call them?
I have met people. I am sure I have met people.
I'll take that as a no. All right.
I'm sure I have met people.
How does Hannity do that with a straight face?
I don't know.
It's called being a great actor, and he is. And that guy on the other side, he wasn't that great of an actor. He was more there to pierce the veil, pierce the fourth wall, if you will, because normal people are saying, what the frack is going on here?
Paul, right? You have however many 100 members of the Democrat Party there are in Congress, right? And they have their little subcommittees and their leadership groups, and then you got all the NGO money behind them and the controllers, right? And you would have to believe that they got together like, shit, we got this problem with ICE. Who can we get? Should we get Schumer? No, maybe AOC, maybe shit. I got it. Get that guy to lead the Abolish ICE initiative. Come on.
Right. I can't help but notice he kind of looks like a fully grown up tattoo from Fantasy Island.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man, that's accurate.
The plane, boss. The plane. Yeah, dude.
Also,
look, man.
Oh man.
All of us on screen, and also Stormy Patriot Joe, the five of us take a lot of shit because of our full control stance.
Yep.
And then Forpog gifts us with this amazing gift that really will keep on giving all year. And how can you take that shit seriously? How can you say, yep, that's the guy they wanted to try to abolish ICE with?
I mean, he's literally telling you.
And then on our side, they give us like little elves from Rivendell who are impossibly beautiful. And on their side, they give us a literal orc.
All by design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, other than AOC, can anybody name like a hot or a good looking, if you're hot if you're a male for a woman, or good looking if you're female for a male? You get the Democrat. Like, besides AOC?
Jasmine Crockett, dude. Come on, man.
Okay, that's 2 out of that. That's the point. Like, they've designed all these, like, that's not by coincidence. That's by design.
The two smartest Democrats that we've seen in the last 4 years, one looks like the comic book character Storm, and the other one wore basketball shorts to the inauguration.
Right. You know, that was one thing I pointed out, like after the inauguration. I was like, you know, I don't really think Fetterman is full blown liberal, because I don't know very many liberals that roll around wearing Carhartt all day.
Right.
Like that's, you know, that's like hunting gear. You know, and I got to give credit to Stormy too, because as soon as that dude was elected, Stormy's like, watch, I bet he's going to start talking normal and making a bunch of sense.
Mhm.
He's been doing that for a while now.
Yeah.
But we have the weird anomalies out there. Kirsten Sinema was another example. It's really strange. She beat that woman in, oh God, Sally something, and Martha McSally. And we thought that she was a great Republican. And then this woman, you know, Sinema, she's the worst. She's just as liberal as they come. She immediately gets into office and starts making compromises and starts being in favor of securing the border in a whole bunch of different ways. And we never really figured out what the hell was going on there. Fetterman is another example of such.
Well, Cinema was another one that, if you go back, remember she started wearing all these like inappropriate outfits in the Congress. Like, when did this show start?
And did you twig that she started acting this way and doing all that after she wore the boot for a few weeks? She was a boot club member.
I did not notice that.
Wasn't this right around? Am I wrong, or was that the same time that we saw the gay porn in the house?
What about the gay porn?
Wasn't that around the same time? Wasn't that also like?
Oh, in the Senate.
The Senate, yes, correct. Yeah, where they had the.
They literally filmed or taped gay porn in the Senate. Yeah, was it? I don't know if it's the same time, but what the hell?
Leave it to Rambo to remember that one.
How did it not?
Yeah.
What club?
Oh, was in the boot club. Great callback. Wow.
Good grief, bro. We got to freaking codify this boot club thing, because think about how many people have showed up in boots. It's
I've written whole threads on that one.
Well, wait, who was it? Was it Biden or McCain where the boots switched sides one day?
McCain.
It was
McCain.
It
called him old switch boot.
It happened to Biden too. And if you remember, Biden got put in his boot because he stepped on his dog's tail getting out of the shower.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a dog calm. Did anybody die right after?
No, but he did go in and sit in the Oval Office and do an interview with dogs, with socks with pictures of dogs on them right afterwards.
He did an interview with socks with pictures of dogs. What does that mean?
You want to see it? It's more dog comms. It was shortly after the boot came off.
Joe, pull that up while we laugh at another clip of our good little Indian friend here.
Yes.
You know, I could talk to you all night about the dumb stuff you say. You voted against the bill mandating the deportation of illegal immigrants convicted of sex crimes. Can you explain that to me?
Well, look, anybody who breaks U.S. laws, an immigrant that breaks U.S. laws, should be deported. Anyone that commits
That's not what you said.
Should be deported.
Sir, you voted against a bill that mandated the deportation of illegals convicted of sex crimes. Do you regret that vote now?
No, I don't regret that vote. Look, no bill is perfect, and many times.
What if it was your wife, your sister, your daughter that was raped? That's a sex crime. You want that person to stay?
Look, there are multiple things in a bill. I don't agree with every one of them.
Sir, you got to answer the question. If your wife, your daughter, your girlfriend, mother was raped by an illegal immigrant, you voted against a bill that would deport these illegals convicted of sex crimes. You're perfectly fine if they stay in the country.
Sean, look, I serve in Congress. I don't think you ever
That's what you voted on, though, right?
Most of the bills. Look.
Why did you vote for that?
Are not perfect bills.
Why did you vote for that? Why would you allow sex crime convicts to stay in the country that entered the country illegally? Why would you vote for that?
It was not, the bill did not just include that issue. There were other things in the bill. And So I cannot pick and choose. I don't have a veto where I can strike out one portion
So
of
you
a bill.
would have
So-
voted against it otherwise? What was the big provision that prevented you from kicking these people out of our
Look,
country?
I don't memorize. I vote on thousands
I don't
of bills.
memorize. You don't know
but
anything.
Look, I do believe that such criminals must be deported.
What's a
there is no
veto?
doubt about
Well,
it.
you voted against it. So obviously you don't.
Dude, this went on for almost 9 minutes. Can somebody explain to me where his 17 PR people were that are like, all right, enough, cut the feed? Like, come on. It's
It's so tedious, because the guy is a bill can have 1,000 different provisions in it. One of them can be this one good thing, and then a whole bunch of different deal breakers. That means you have to vote against it. And he is literally doing the worst possible job defending himself. That's the part that blows me away. There are many, you don't know, it is my constituents. And he's just fumbling all over himself while, Punchy McIrish is sitting here landing haymakers over and over again.
I just had one of our friends text us. He's actually watching the show right now. He says, "You know who that guy sounds like?" "Hello, and thank you for coming to the Quickie Mart. May I get you a slushie?"
Slurpee
Sounds like
by
a poo.
mail. I send you Slurpee by mail. It's the worst character ever. Why is he smiling through the whole thing? I want to
The whole
punch him.
thing. The Sean's talking about a couple of dead young girls. This guy's just
So we should check to see how many times he blinks, because it's a really creepy face this guy's putting on. It's like, rictus grin, like the Joker from the Michael Keaton Batman.
but I'm crazy for calling this a show. Like, I'm crazy for not accepting that the Democrat Party decided to roll that dude out to
right.
sell the Abolish ICE initiative.
Right. It's like it's in the same vein as people that expect me to believe that the deep state's dude that they wanted to throw into the White House to finally finish all of us off was freaking Joe Biden.
Right.
Okay, sure. Yeah. All right.
Cool
and for
story.
good measure, they threw Kamala Harris in there too. Yeah, no, that's totally 1,000 years ago when this plan was originally thought up to enslave the entire world. I'm sure somebody said, look, when we come down to the moment where we're going to drop the hammer and take everything over, we need the biggest retard and the biggest whore you can throw on the main stage.
and the biggest
And Tampon Tim.
Right. I was trying to figure out how to not say homo.
Why are you gay?
I would never call someone that. I'm learning from Donald Trump. Trump always goes,
God,
I would never say he's a fat guy. But
I would never say he's a fat pig.
never say that. Look, the dog comms on the socks, I put 4 quick
Go for it.
pictures together just to.
Oh,
We all remember this, right? Quaker
I
State.
do. And then
Background. I'll be back.
Because that would happen.
But yeah, right. We remember the second time it happened, right? Do you remember when
Yeah,
you put on the Trump hat?
Do you remember it was the same firehouse they did it in?
Same
both
exact firehouse, and if it was the same date, even
times? Same
was it
date.
not?
9/11.
Right. Okay. Remember the shipping containers outside the Oval Office?
I have actually never seen this one. Holy
Oh my God.
shit.
I had the whole video. I only grabbed a screenshot, but I just, when I was looking for the dog pound. Yeah. How's that for an Oval Office? I have the whole video here.
he's got
Totally forgot there was a port behind the Oval Office.
Yeah. Right out there. Well, here's your dog pound.
okay. Dog socks. Okay, dog socks makes sense now. For those of you just listening, Biden is wearing socks with little doggies on them.
They couldn't even properly shine this dude's shoes. Holy shit.
Nope. Yep. This was right after he took the boot off. Stepped on his dog's tail getting out of the shower. It was the same time, if everybody remembers, it was the same time that Ashley Biden's diary was getting read by people like Kitey, etc. Yep.
Didn't he also only have it on for like 2 weeks, like 81 years old, and he healed in like 2 weeks? Yeah.
Yep. And also, by the way, just after that, Katie Hobbs started wearing one.
Yep. And DeWine.
Yep.
I like that because that guy was a scumbag during COVID.
Yeah. It's all right. Where do we want to go next? Look, Do you remember